My name is Jed Alexander, and this is Red. This is a wordless book, so I'm going to need your help to tell the story. I'm going to need you to use your imagination as we turn the pages. So first, I'd like you to look at this forest. Now imagine what you might see in a forest. Can you think of birds and animals and all the things that you might see in a forest? So look at that forest and think about what you might see. Now here you see the wolf, and what does he have in his mouth? He's holding a bag, but what's in that bag? It looks like there's some wrapping paper, maybe some streamers, but what do you think he's going to do with that bag as he's roaming through the forest? And he's headed to this old woman's house, and she lives in this cabin. Now, is she surprised? Does she expect him? What do you think she's thinking about that wolf? And here's the title, Red. And you see that big bushy tail? Who do you think that big bushy tail belongs to? Now here she is, Red Riding Hood, or Red, whatever you want to call her, and she's there and she's got her basket. And what do you think is in that basket as she's headed to the forest? Now remember what we talked about before when we looked at the forest and we wondered what are all the things that might be in the forest, and whether you'd see birds or animals. What do you see right there? Looks like a little squirrel popping out of that tree. So let's take a look and see what she sees as she heads through the forest. What's behind her through the trees? You see that big bushy tail? Now who do you think that bushy tail belongs to? Now there's that wolf again, and looks like she's surprised. What do you think she's thinking? Do you think she's upset? Do you think she's glad to see him? What do you think she's thinking, or what do you think she might say, or what do you think you might say to a wolf who popped out of the corner of a tree and surprised you? And what is happening here? Look at that. Now, who's that? And what's he have under his arm? Now here's the wolf again, and it looks like he's blocking her way, and she's getting upset. What's she gonna say to that wolf? What would you say to that wolf? And as she's talking to that wolf, what's happening here? It looks like there's some foxes, and they've got balloons. And what did that skunk have on the other page? And what do you think they're doing as they're wandering through the woods? Now here she looks like she's really angry. And there she's telling that wolf, what do you think she's telling? She's pointing at him and she's talking to him and she's mad. What do you think she's saying? And while she's doing that, what else is going on? She looks back there, and what did she see? Did she see something? What do you think she saw? But while she's looking over there, what's happening over here? Is that a cake? And where are they taking that cake? And there's that house again. Now, who lives in that house? Do you remember who lived in that house? And that's where that wolf was headed. And she's going there too. And look what's happening on the other side of that door. What are those animals doing? They're all looking out the window, looking at her as she knocks on the door. And when she knocks on the door, it's a surprise. They're all there, and it's a big party just for her, with all the animals that we saw, all the animals who brought balloons and presents and cake. And here they all are, eating that cake. And what was in her basket? Can you notice what she had in her basket? What did she bring to the party? And so they had that big party, and after the party, there she goes. She's riding the wolf. The wolf doesn't look so scary now. And there is everyone saying goodbye. And she goes off into the woods. And that's the end of the story. And it's up to you to imagine where she goes from there and what happens next. So see if you can think about what happens to the characters in this story and what you think they're saying and thinking and doing and what they might do next. And make up your own story.